Alrighty, it is Saturday. You know, I spent all day waiting to see Albania's entry for Eurovision 2018, and I didn't see anything. I guess I have to wait a little bit longer. I don't know. I'm sure as soon as they have that person, it's gonna be all over the place on the Eurovision channel and everything, YouTube channel. So, first things first, I woke up at 5 and I went on the computer to finish the final page for chapter 9. Actually, technically, I started by editing the first 3 audio files. And in the process, when I was on the internet, I checked the UPS tracking and I found out my package showed up yesterday at 11:30, I think. I was surprised. So when I woke Monica up at 6, I went down to go get it, and yeah, everything was in there. So I gave Monica her refills. She wanted the navy blue and the green. And then I had all the other refills. I checked to make sure that the refill I needed for my blue pen was turquoise, and it was. So thank God I got the right color. We ended up watching for lunch the last episode of Blendis, and I felt like it was kind of eh. And then they had all this last minute exposition about how the first so many employees ended up joining the cafe. I kind of feel bad for the Sundari girl. I kind of felt bad for her because she was like originally their only waitress. That's like terrible, and they were just a little startup restaurant technically. I was still mad that the trap didn't do anything with it. He was just there. He was just an accessory. There was no purpose for that character. And I was really looking forward to that character too. I'm just so disappointed. Let's see. Other than that, I feel like I only enjoyed like the first like so many episodes of Blendis, and then every episode after that kind of felt like it wasn't as interesting. What happened after that? Oh yeah, I ended up working on the script. I worked on the script. I only got as far as the characters agreeing to tell Pasha the truth. I didn't get into the truth yet. So I need to think about how to phrase everything for that. I know I recorded some dialogue. Or at least I recorded myself talking about it. I don't remember what I said. I think I might have deleted it already. So I might have to go and re-brainstorm it tomorrow. I'm not sure. All I know is that I'm not done. And I'm probably not going to be able to work on it again until like anywhere between like Monday and Tuesday, because like Monday's Christmas Day and we're watching Pop and Q. So I don't know when we're going to be watching Pop and Q. I figure we're going to either watch it for breakfast or lunch or for dinner. That's what we did for Kimi no Nawa last year. So we watched it for dinner. So I have to ask Monica when she wants to watch it, because like I don't want to be up all night working on pages 4, 5, and 6. Let's see. I really should work on it. I don't know. Maybe I should change my my work schedule for Christmas, so that way I get like a crap ton of stuff done. I'm probably just gonna burn myself out if I do that. Okay, what was the last thing I said? Okay, so we ended up going for a walk. And no, not very many interesting things happened. We only saw like about 2 lizards, and that's it. They're all very small. What happened? I ended up finding a dime and a penny. So that was it. The penny's really dirty. It was sitting somewhere in the mud, so I need to clean it. What else is there? We already made our plans for what we're gonna eat tomorrow and the day after. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I'm really excited for Christmas this year because we didn't do shit last year. We were so miserable. Just right now, when we got back, I worked on the drafts for chapter 10. I printed them all out, so all I have to do is just draw on them. They're ready. I got off and I came over to do this. I could technically go back on again and work on the script, but it's almost time for bed. We usually go to bed about 4. It's 3. So, yeah, I don't know, I'll hold off on it. Oh, I was kind of expecting to watch whatever anime of the year is available. I think last year was Mob Psycho 100. We watched that for New Year's. I don't know what anime of the year was for this year though, because like everything was kind of eh. I want to say Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, but we tried to watch that and they lost me as soon as she tried to feed her tail. That was disgusting. So I could not pick up this series again, but people keep bringing it up, which is why I'm thinking about finishing it. But I also feel like given what everyone said about it, it does not sound interesting to me. So I just I don't know. I already tried Girls Last Tour. That didn't go anywhere. I can't think of anything else that everybody was so hype about that I overlooked. Oh well. Maybe something will come up. I'm not sure. We have nothing else scheduled other than Christmas itself. We have nothing else scheduled aside from finishing chapter 10. I really don't want to end up working on chapter 10 into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday because I have other things I want to be doing then, and I really don't know when I'm going to be able to squeeze in working on chapter 12. I was hoping to at least do chapter 12 and 13 over that time, but there's other things I need to do, like pictures I need to finish. Like Monica's been coloring in, she's been coloring in the extras I gave her. So there's extras for 56, 57, not 60, 52, and 53? Is that what it was? Oh, I don't really remember. Alright, so I'm going to try to get all that stuff done. I don't know how I'm going to get all that stuff done. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Sunday, it is Christmas Eve. I almost forgot to record again. Okay, so I woke up at about, oh man, what time was it? I think it was like 11:30-ish, or maybe it was a little sooner than that. I got up at 12:30 and I worked on the pages. I got them done a little bit past, I think it was almost a little bit past 5. Monica woke up at 6, made breakfast. We watched the last episode of Land of the Illustrious. I don't know how I feel about it, because like it took a whole season to make Cinnabar a useful character, and even then she still has to prove her words, because I feel like this whole time she was just a completely useless character. I'm like, I hated her so much, and like now she's doing something, and like I feel like I hated her and Phos together from the beginning, but now seeing how much Phos has changed, I don't even know what to make of them as a couple if they're trying to push them as a couple. Other than that, I'm getting the vibe that the plot twist is probably going to be that the girls when they get captured they turn into Lunarians. That's the impression I'm getting from it. Other than that, I don't know. I don't like the thought of them making Sensei the bad guy, but like I said, he seems like he himself is even unaware of it. I really don't know. Okay, so after that, I went for a walk by myself. I found a penny leaving, and then I found a quarter coming back. So I made about like 26 cents. And then I came back and I worked on page 1 while I was editing the audio, and I compressed the video because I was done with the last 3 audio files. Once I was done compressing, we ate lunch, and then we went for a walk around. For lunch I had rigatoni and pesto. It was so good. Okay, so went for a walk around. I think I saw about like 3 lizards. I mean, I'm saying this because like the lizards are out so like every on and off, because like they're only out during the sunny days, and it's been cold. So I feel like we saw more lizards yesterday, and it was like more cold than it was today. It was actually much warmer. But yeah, I saw a really big lizard. Okay, so then we came back. We completely forgot to watch tomorrow. We're mostly gonna do that tomorrow. Upon coming back, we did take a nap really quick because we were both kind of tired, and I got on at like 1:30. I finished pages 1, 2, and 3. In the middle of page 2, PaintShop Pro decided to crash, and I had to do it all over again, which made me so angry. Right now my video is in second compression, so the music is on it. I'm gonna most likely load it tomorrow if I can remember to do it on time. Tomorrow's Christmas Day, so we're gonna have pizza. I can't wait to do that. We're gonna watch Umaru for breakfast, and then possibly for dinner we're gonna watch Pop and Q if we have enough energy, because I'm a little worried we might be too tired based off of all the things we have to do. I think I'm probably going to be working on chapter 11. I brainstormed what I want to do differently with it when I was walking by myself this morning, so I want to change the opening to it, and I hope everything moves smoothly from there, but I have this sinking feeling I'm going to be working on it all the way up until like Wednesday at latest. Other than that, I want to get it done. Is there anything else that I have planned besides that? I think that's virtually everything as far as I know. I can't think of anything else. Alrighty then, I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Christmas. Merry Christmas. I can't believe it's freaking Christmas. Oh, the year went by so fast. I woke up at 10 p.m. and I got up at like 12:30 a.m. I went straight to work on the pages. I completed them between like 4 and 5, and because I had extra time, I uploaded my next video to the channel, proofread the next chapter, and then I got off a little bit before 6 a.m. So Monica got up and she made breakfast, and when it was in the oven, she ended up going straight to work on the pages. And it's just like the earliest that she's ever worked on the pages, and ironically, she's still behind, which is upsetting. Oh my god. Okay, so I went for a walk after we ate breakfast. I brainstormed for chapter 11 script. I found a penny when I was coming back. I think I got back at between like 7 and 8. I can't really remember when exactly. But I ended up working on the script for chapter 11, and I knocked out like 3 pages worth of it, but I still have to get through the 4th page, and I have to think of a reasonable conclusion. I'm a little stuck at the moment. I'm trying to figure out how to condense it down, and I went back through it one more time to like cut out specific, you know, words that were making the scene a little long. So I don't know. I'm a little iffy about it. I'm not really sure. I think it's fine, but I really just want to stick the landing. That's all I'm really worried about. I'll do it tomorrow because I'm just way too burnt to work on it. Okay, so I think we took a break at 9. We took a shower, and then we opened up the apple pie. We usually have Dutch apple pie for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and Monica wants to save the rest of it for New Year's, and I'm just like, no, don't do this to me. Okay, so we watched tomorrow. It was a finale. I felt like it was kind of anticlimactic. I feel bad because, like, as far as I know, this series is already over. The comic series finished, so I don't know if there's going to be any more of this series, or they pretty much just animated all of it and that was it. So I'm not expecting any more Umaru in the future. But I feel kind of bad because, like, there was no real sense of conclusion to it. Not truly. It just left open-endedly. And I guess open endings are better, but at the same time I felt kind of like, I don't know. Alright, so we ended up crashing, and we woke up at like noon, and then we went back on, and I worked on 1 page because Monica only had 1 page done by noon, which is technically bad. Like, I don't know how far she'll be in the next 2 pages before we have to stop, because like we agreed that we wanted to watch Pop and Q before around 3 to 4, since we go to bed at 4, and we figured we'd be tired by then, and I got off at 2 so that way I could rest the computer before watching the movie. The last thing I ended up doing is making new graphics for my my YouTube journal. So my weekly compiled journal is gonna have like this splattery paint look to it. I reused the same picture from last time. It makes me sad I didn't have a chance to make a new one, even though I printed out all these drafts for a new picture. I didn't have enough time to make a new one, so I'm just gonna move on with this. I really like it. It actually looks really nice, so I can't wait to use it. So far I only have the colors down for January. I want to make the February colors like, you know, pink and heartsy for Valentine's Day. That's gonna be cute. But I have to update all these other things like my closing card and my patrons list. I think I'm making more of a credits list. There's only like 4 patrons, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. I don't know. The patrons list is always at the end of the movie, so like no one ever sees it. Okie dokie, so what am I doing right now? Okay. Tomorrow we're doing pages 7, 8, and 9. And then after that, 10, 11, and 12. So I'm hopefully gonna do those on time. I don't want to be working on any of them during Thursday, which I have a sinking feeling I might be. My goal is to knock out chapter 11 tomorrow and then start chapter 12 and hopefully finish that before money comes in, because we're gonna run around and do some shopping. So I don't want to be working on that. I really want to start chapter 13 also. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It's just really hope that I will, because I don't want to fall behind on it. I want to get ahead. So honestly, if I don't get ahead here, the next chance for me to get ahead would be the end of February to March worth of the vacation period. That's the only time I can possibly get ahead. Other than that, I need to get ahead. So the chapter I'm working on right now, the actual script, I have to get it storyboarded quickly because we're going to be working on it the first week of January. This is not good. I don't like being in this position. Alrighty. So money comes in, I think, on Friday. I have to guess, though. Yeah, I think it's Friday. And we said we wanted to visit Main Place again, and we wanted to visit Southwest Plaza because it'll be the last time we'll get to see the Christmas decorations, and we haven't seen Christmas decorations at Main Place yet, so that's going to be interesting. I don't think we're going to buy anything though, as far as I know. Yeah, that's really all that we have planned. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Tuesday, but I have to go back to Monday really quick. So we started watching Poppin' Q to celebrate Christmas, but we didn't get very far into it. We only got about halfway. We need to finish it. Basically, what I don't like about it so far is that I don't like how the main point of view character Isumi, her dilemma is not well executed. It's hard to sympathize with her. She has like several things going on. She doesn't want to leave. Her parents are moving out of the area, and she doesn't want to leave, and that's a problem. But then her other problem is that she got injured during a race and somebody beat her and she can't beat that person back. That's the other issue. And I feel like between the two, I feel like the one where her parents are leaving makes more sense to be her problem. The one about her getting injured during a race feels so arbitrary to that. Like, it seemed like she didn't want to leave her grandfather behind because they were living with him. And her grandfather, it seems like he owns some type of like ship or something. He's a fisherman on the seaport area or something like that. And that I was more intrigued by. I feel like that would, focusing on that more would have made her more of a compelling character. Everything else, especially that whole racing thing, made me completely disconnected from the character. I could not care about her. A lot of the characters are hard to enjoy. Like the purple one, I don't know, that character is just the whole quiet and insecure one. And then the there's a stuck-up blue one. I don't know how to explain it. She's like the best of the best of the best, and she's just stuck up, and she doesn't care about anybody, and so on and so forth. And it's just, she really is hard to like. And then there's I think her name was Aoi. And then there's Konatsu the pianist, who they've given the least amount of development to. I really don't care she exists, and I mostly because aside from the fact that they didn't give her much development, she's a Megane, and I don't really care about Megane. I don't really like girls with glasses, so I figured that's the only reason why she's there, is to fulfill that fetish. And the only character I do care about is Asahi, because she has the most interesting story. Both her parents are in some type of like martial arts, but not the same one. And they're fighting over which one she should learn in high school, and they want her to focus on that completely, but she doesn't want to do that for the rest of her life. She just doesn't think it's fun, and she doesn't think she'll be able to excel in it. So what she wants to do is she wants to be feminine, and she wants to be pretty, and she wants to do feminine things. And I feel like she's the most interesting character. I wish she was the point of view character, but she's not. She's one of the minor characters. I mean, I love how when they first introduced her in the new world, when what's her name, Isumi runs into her, she literally like kung fu fought the bad guy by herself. The only thing I hated was that they didn't give it very good animation. It was very static animation, as in it has a static storyboard for it. The camera angles were very lame. I feel like they could have done so much with that, but I assume that they didn't have enough talent in the team to actually animate her doing awesome combat scenes from different angles. So yeah, so far what's happened is that these bad guys are trying to mess with time. The Poppins are little plushies that manage time, and they want the girls to dance some type of special dance in order to make something happen. And they all have pieces of the shards of something. And I think the bad guy has one of them, because like there was a character, it was a boy, and I really don't think he was real. He ended up pulling Isumi off to the side and convincing her to get the shards together so she can redo the past, and so she can move forward. And I assume that this is probably going to have the same punchline that Brave Story did, where it's like you just need to live with today. You can't really run away from what's happened. And so far, I feel like the character that's really holding them back is the purple girl, because she's not cooperating with them. I figure she's the type that needs to do things at her own speed, but at the same time, it just makes me feel like she's so lame. And the thing that gets me is that the girls have spent so far of the story wearing big bulky costumes, and while they are cute, they all are also kind of like, I don't feel like they're very appealing. And in the intro and in all the promotional stuff, the girls had all these different the girls had like these better tailored outfits that were actually technically a bit more revealing. And I'm wondering if they're ever going to be seen in those costumes because they were in the opening sequence. So yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I feel like the whole teenage angst element of this is it's not working with me right now. I keep wondering what would have been my perspective of the movie if I had watched it last year when it came out. Because like you know what happened last year, my dad died, so I feel like I probably would have taken the angst part of it a little bit more personally. But right now, it just feels like it just feels like it's slowing the story down. Definitely, even though this is definitely no Digimon, I wasn't expecting it to be Digimon, but I definitely feel like if you were to take this and like localize it for kids style, I don't think that it would work very well, not unless you cut out all the depressed parts of the characters and whatnot. I don't know. I keep looking at it from the eye of localization, like old '90s localization, to see how it would affect it. But like, part of me wishes that it probably would play out a lot better. I feel like a lot of the little plushie characters, their voices don't match how they are designed. They definitely look kind of, and a lot of them have very similar sounding voices. It's hard to tell them apart from each other. The one thing I also hate about the plushies is that apparently they can read the girls' minds, which I feel was unnecessary. I definitely think that we would have been able to go by without having that element to it. Alrighty, what else is there? Okay, so we stopped at 5, we went to bed, and then I woke up at like 11. I tried to get up at 12:30. I ended up waking up at like 1, and I hurried to work on the pages. I got them done between 4 and 5. At 6 we ate breakfast, and then I went for a walk at about 7. I got back at 8, and then I ended up completing the pages that Monica had done. Okay, so she only had 1 page ready for me, so I got 1 page done today and yesterday. So she didn't finish the 3rd page for the Monday pages until like a while ago, before we ate lunch, or we went to Vaughn's and then we ate lunch. So yeah, I have all 3 pages ready. I'm taking a break right now. It just barely turned 12 and it's noon, and I really need a break. I'm so tired. Ugh. Okay, so at Vaughn's, when we were there earlier to get stuff, they did not have the frozen vegetables that we needed, because we usually get frozen vegetables for breakfast. So we're thinking about going either to she wanted to go today, but I want to go tomorrow to Albertsons to see if they have them instead, because you know Vaughn's and Albertsons are under the same umbrella as the Safeway stores. So yeah, they have all the same products. They have all the signature products. Signature's in the name of the brand. They had everything in the Christmas section was on clearance. So I'm assuming they're gonna clear it all out and put up all of the Valentine's stuff. I'm like, it's a lot of the same products. It's just that they have different wrapping, basically, when you think about it. And I'm tempted to get something, but I looked it over and I just felt like I can't see anything that I feel like is worth buying at the moment. I mean, we're really close to getting the Reese's, but we don't want to overdo it. Like last time we got all this Reese's and it was just like too many Reese's, and it would just gross us out. They have the Reese's Trees, which is one of the main seasonal ones, and then they have Reese's with festive wrapping, and they have 2 sets of those, which is a small pack and then like a huge family pack of it. And I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of want to get it, kind of don't. What I really want to do is go to Target and see how things are doing over there, because like they had more stuff that of interest to me, like you know, mint to Brussels and whatnot, were all seasonal items. As far as I could tell, they still had plenty of the Ginger family at Vaughn's. I really wanted to get them, but we pretty much are done with them. We're tired of their flavor. Is there anything else that's on my mind? What else happened? One of the things I ended up doing was I took my portion of those sticky notes I was telling you about, and I ended up trimming them down too, because I feel like the sticky notes are just easier to use when they're smaller, because they're technically page flags. That's what they are, little sticky flags for books, and they're too long for me, so I ended up just snipping off the end of it because I didn't have that many of mine anyway. And then I took Monica's set and my set. We both had the same highlighter yellow sticky notes, so I ended up putting them all together, so they're one unit now. And then I'm trying to use up the other remaining, I think it's 4 colors. So it's like highlighter pink, highlighter green, highlighter orange, and then like melon. And those are the colors I'm trying to finish. And I also ended up opening the sticky notes that I got from Daiso recently, which they're all different. They're mostly like pennant flags, regular flags, and speech bubbles. So I was messing with that, and oh man, the tiny ones are really hard to write on. I was trying really hard to be careful in writing on them. But I started putting them in the next journal that I'm going to be using in mid January. So I was writing things down like when to pay the AT&T bill and whatnot, when Monica's next appointment is and whatnot. I was putting all this in there, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to use the big sticky notes for, because I feel like I don't want to waste really large sticky notes if I don't have anything important to actually write down. Is there anything else on my mind? Other than that, finished the script for chapter 11. I completely forgot to bring that up. I finished it really quickly. So I'm hoping between today and tomorrow, I'm going to be working on chapter 12. I also need a storyboard chapter 11 before next week, because I absolutely need to, I need to have it ready so I can work on it. So I'm trying to figure out when to fit that in, because like I'm really tired right now. So my major goal is to do 12 tomorrow and the day after. So Wednesday and Thursday, hopefully. And then chapter 13 on Friday and Saturday. That's best case scenario. I don't see myself completing 13, but in case that I actually am able to, I want to have it done before the following week, because that week is when I'm actually supposed to be working on chapter 13. I would really like to push up all my my script dates. I'm tired. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Wednesday. I woke up at like 10 p.m. and I had a sore throat. And like, I could not go back to sleep because my sore throat was so annoying. I ended up getting up at like 12 a.m. I made some tea, but the bag that I put in there was slightly busted open, so I ended up with all these little tea particles in there. I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I needed. It made it really, really unpleasant. But I ended up making like 2 completely different bags of tea and trying to snarf it all down to make my sore throat go away. Unfortunately, to no avail. Alright, so I completed the pages at about like 4:30, and the moment I was done, I was so tired, from just dealing with my sore throat, that I went straight back to bed. Which was bad, because like we ended up waking up at like 6:30. So we ate breakfast, we went straight back to work on the pages at about 7:30. I ended up putting text on the very last page, which is the last Monday page. And then I started completing the art for page 7 and 8 because Monica was done with it. I didn't get very far through 8 because we stopped at like about 9, I think it was like 9:40. We stopped at about 9:40 to go to Albertsons and pick up the things that we couldn't get at Vaughn's the other day. So we went down to Albertsons, we found the vegetables, and then we took a look at the Christmas section. Like, oh my god, the seasonal section was already wiped out mostly. There was hardly anything left over. I had a choice between Ricola and the what is it called? Chloroseptic? Is that how it's pronounced? Chloroseptic. It's like a numbing spray for sore throats. And I wanted to get the Ricola at first because it was cheaper, but then I thought about it and I'm like, generally the Ricola is practically food and I don't really want to have to consume anything else. The Chloroseptic, I don't have to swallow it. Yeah, I decided to get that instead, even though it was more expensive. Ugh. So yeah, we got home at about like 10:40. It was almost 11. We made lunch and we continued watching Pop and Q. We still haven't gotten to the ending yet, but I do want to say that this movie and the bit that we just watched, was so out of left field. It was just like, okay, so basically they had us believing that the boy that was in the story was one of the bad guys, but he technically wasn't. He was just like technically he was, but technically I don't know how to explain this. All I know is that the main bad guy is someone named, what did I say? Was it Renbat? And it is the future version of Saki, the girl who wouldn't cooperate with them. And first off, we didn't know that this person was even a person. They didn't forewarn this. They had only forewarned this. It would have made more sense, but it was hard to wrap my brain around. It's like, okay, so how is this person the future version of Saki? It doesn't make any sense. And so Saki had to decide for herself that she didn't want to become that kind of person. And that's more or less where we stopped, because like it was so hard just trying to grasp what happened, that I just, I can't even. I'm sorry. Other than that, I feel like the coolest part about this was when the girls got to wear their less bulky outfits. That was cool, and then they got all their powers, and that was even better. And I'm like, why couldn't they have told us that this is what we were aiming for? The girls were just trying to figure out what they were doing like last minute. I feel like out of all of them, Aoi has like the weirdest power. Whatever. Let's see. So, okay, so I ended up finishing page 8, and I got text on page 7, so I loaded it. But we both got tired at about 1 o'clock, so we decided to take a break, and we were going to take a bath, but she ended up going first, and I decided to record just to get this out of the way. So that's more or less where I am right now. What else is going to happen? Most likely we're going to go back on and finish whatever pages we're doing. She's still on I think she's either still on the last Tuesday page. I don't know if she started any of the Wednesday pages, but I need to get all that done between today and tomorrow. So this is upsetting to me because like I didn't want to be working on this week. I wanted to be focusing on scripts only, but I didn't get a chance to work on the chapter 12 script at all. That foils my plans. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to like try again tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have time tomorrow because like if I get whatever's done right now and then she finally catches up at the speed that she's coloring things, I don't think she'll be done until like Saturday. That's how slow she's moving. So that means that I'm gonna lose all the time that I have to work on anything else, which makes me upset because that means I need to cram, hurry through chapter 12. Which is so frustrating. Oh yeah, I didn't get to go running today because of my throat and I didn't feel good. So, what else is there? Money comes in on Friday. We're planning on going places on Friday. I don't know if we're gonna get some of the things that we wanted because like a lot of the places that we're going to don't have the stores that we typically shop at. So that's why I'm not really sure. I just hope things work out. Alrighty then. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Thursday. Since Monica completed pages 9 and 10 yesterday, I ended up going straight to work on them. And I completed the art, but I didn't get a chance to put text on them until a little bit later. I kicked Monica out of bed at 5. We ate breakfast early, and then we watched the end of Pop and Q. Oh my god. Okay, so I felt like even though I didn't like the major plot twist, the ending was very fulfilling until they ended up inserting some kind of like anime series-esque preview for the finale. Because like they showed after the credits, the girls all ended up at the same school. The boy who was trying to foil their plans during this movie was their president. I think he was at their student body president or something. And they imply that the girls are going to go on some major high school Maho shoujo adventure, but nothing indicated that it was going to be like a movie series or if there was going to be like a TV series or whatever. It just, oh man, but it got me so excited because the girls were in their costumes running around in the city and I was like, that's awesome. I would have liked this more than the other thing. I'm so mad. I assume that because the movie probably didn't do very well that they're not going to continue making more for it because like this movie came out December 23rd of 2016. It is 2017. No information if it's gonna get like anything else. So I mean, I could wait until 2018 for them to do something. Other than that, I feel like I don't see them producing anything else for this. I mean, I wanted to see this movie since I think it was when they first started teasing it back in 2015, April 2015, I think. So I guess you could say it wasn't really worth the wait, but it still was pretty good. And considering that it's probably not going to get anything else, I kind of almost feel like I want to draw fan art for it. But at the same time, like, I don't know. Alrighty. So, yeah. After we were done watching, I think it was like, was it 6? I think it was 6 a.m. And we left the house and we got water. And then we got back at about 7 a.m. We have a bunch of bottles we need to refill, so we're going to be going out a couple of times. I think probably like on Saturday. And then on Sunday again, we need to go out and get more water. I'm just saying this because, like, we're doing stuff on Friday, so we're not getting water tomorrow. Okay, so after we got back, Monica went straight to work on the pages. I ended up putting text on pages 9 and 10. And then I think we got off at, like, 9, and we went to Target and Walmart. Our plan was to go to Walmart and pick up some food, but we also wanted to see what was going on at Target because we also wanted to get stuff on our wish list for January, which was socks and panties and pants and what else was there? I think that's virtually it. Okay, so while we were at Target, we saw what was left of the Christmas clearance. A lot of random things. Oh my god, the summer sausage is like $3 now because originally it was $7. That's crazy. Oh man, I wish we could have gotten some, but at the same time, we had so much of it that I'm so sick of it now. What else did we see? We also looked at these little baskets that we wanted to get for the TV stand that we had. We got this black metal TV stand with the house, and we're not using it. There's nothing really on it, just that the plushies are sitting on the top of it, and then Mom's radio is in underneath it. We need to throw out that radio. It's disgusting. Okay, so that's all we pretty much have for it. There's nothing really going on with it. So we're thinking about getting rid of the radio and then putting plastic baskets underneath it and on top of the divider in the center. The only trouble is it has a tendency to get really dusty, so I don't know if I feel comfortable putting like open baskets, or we should actually use get bins instead. Maybe the bins would be better. Alrighty then. So aside from that, what else happened? We ended up getting mint Tim Tams. We headed to Monica got panties. They didn't not have my size, so I had to go to Walmart. They had my size at Walmart though. We got socks at Walmart, and then we got the food from that point. Oh yeah, I checked the Christmas clearance at Walmart. Oh man, a lot of they put up the Valentine's stuff so fast. Oh my god, it was crazy. And the annoying part is a lot of it was the same products as the Christmas stuff. It just had like hearts and Valentine's designs on it, and it just felt like, wow, this is so lazy. Oh my god. I mean, they had the huge Lindor chocolates, the huge Hershey Kisses. They had the variety pack of Ferrero Rocher chocolates. Everything with that was there for Christmas was also there for Valentine's Day. I want to slap somebody. Okay, so what else did we do? Okay, so we got home. I don't remember when we got home. I think it was either between 11 and 12 we got home. And we tried to watch the OVA for Nekopara, but it was really boring, so we stopped. Let's see what else happened. Monica cooked the chicken. What did we do? Okay. One of the minor things that happened earlier today was that remember when I got the colored refills? One of the colors I got was navy blue, and I was using Monica's navy blue pen barrel for one of my 10 refills. So I gave her back the barrel so she can put the navy blue pen in it, and she gave me back the maroon pen. So I'm going to be using her maroon pen. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of ink in here because she was using it a lot. She was getting tired of the color, so I'm trying to figure out how to fit this in with my my color scheme. I'm not really a fan of maroon. I don't know. I feel like since we bought the socks and the panties, and that was supposed to be on our wish list for January, I feel like all I have left is to get Monica pants, and I had the word lamp on our wish list, but she's not as excited about getting a lamp as much as I am, and I feel like I mostly wanted the lamp for two things. One, I was hoping we could have a lamp so I can have more light in the morning when I'm trying to draw, so I can film myself drawing in the morning, because the only time that I actually am drawing is in the morning, and I want the footage for that for my Patreon, if not my YouTube. So I feel like if I don't get a lamp, I want to at least try to get a light board. I had one of those huge clunky light boards from I think it was 2000 and I'm gonna say 2005 and 6, around there is when I first got it, and I lost it when we moved. So it was in the storage unit when Dad died, and we lost it. So I lost it then, so I don't have it anymore. And I heard that the Huon light pad is only $30. I don't know how long it'll last, since it's a Chinese product. It could last for a long time. It could just break down. But if it's only $30, I want to give it a shot. I know that they sell light pads at the Blix art store here nearby. I saw them. I don't know if I want to get one of those, or if I want to get one off Amazon. I kind of feel like that would be my best bet, to just get it off of Amazon. So that's something I kind of want to try to get. I don't know if it'll work out though. If it does, then I will finally be able to use the recording station that I made a few months back. So that would be great. As for my sore throat, it's I don't know how to say about it. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, but it doesn't feel like it's going away. It just I don't know what to say about it. I hope that it goes away soon. I don't want to have to keep feeling like, you know, scratchy all the time. So yeah. Tomorrow we are going to Main Place and South Coast Plaza. I feel like we're just gonna go to see stuff. I don't really expect to buy anything. If we do, I'm not sure how we're gonna tote it around. We have to buy small things. We mostly just want to see stuff and see if any of the Christmas stuff is still up. I feel like they've been putting down Christmas things faster and faster. I'm going to try, if I'm lucky, I'm gonna try to squeeze in some writing today. I don't see being able to do it tomorrow. I started chapter 12, but I only made it as far as the narration, and that's it. So I also need to squeeze in working on the storyboard. I don't know if I'll be able to do that while we're out tomorrow, because like the bus ride takes forever. At the same time, we have to make the alert that we're going to stop at the right stop. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. Until then, I will see you in the next one.